The chassis on the hot rod is something we really wanted to do different from what we've seen out there, and really more towards the performance end of the spectrum and more similar to what we've done in the past with the other cars. So we really started from scratch, built a space frame chassis, designed it to fit inside of the body that we came up with, which is actually a little wider, a little lower, all for the same reason, to get the car to handle. Get the chassis rigidity up, closer to what our GTM is, our challenge cars. The front suspension here, we started from scratch, did our own spindle, which accepts the Mustang hub, accepts the Mustang brakes, and any aftermarket Mustang brakes, but all the geometry is something we were able to start right from scratch with. So this is our spindle that we manufacture. It's designed to use Mustang brakes, a Mustang hub, but we get all of our own geometry. It's a bolt-on steering arm, so we can change bump steer, we can change different things with that. Lower control arm is completely adjustable. Camber caster, everything is done with that lower. Upper control arm is a cantilever design, puts the shock and spring inboard, gives it much cleaner look when the body's on. We can also run it with the nose off, and it's a modern look compared to what a classic hot rod would be. So the rear suspensions we based off of all the stuff we've been doing for the Roadster. Standard kit is designed to use a 4-link, which bolts right out of a Mustang. Standard 8.8 uses the control arms either from a Mustang or we have the aftermarket ones. The upgrade is the 3-link suspension, which is what this chassis is, lifted right from our Challenge series, really designed to make the car handle at the absolute limit. It's what we race, and it really makes this car so you can put it right on a track. The chassis are all designed so that either of those suspensions can be bolted in. You don't have to make a chassis change if you want to upgrade or go back and forth, maybe do a little drag racing one weekend, a little road racing the next weekend. You switch between the suspension systems. So the engine compartment in the car was designed around a 4.6-liter dual overhead cam Ford, which is a very wide engine. It enables us to basically go from that engine and downsize to the smaller 302, 351. But also the engine mounts are modular, so you buy the same chassis, it's all one piece, and then you buy the engine mounts depending on what your application is, or you can change your application and without having to make a frame change. This engine is a 4.6-liter Ford dressed up to look more like an old-style Hemi. The complete interior comes with the car, includes the carpet, seats, transmission tunnel. The dash is part of the body, but all the gauges, all the indicator lights, ignition switch, basically everything you need to make a complete interior, the steering column, the steering wheel, all the trim pieces. There's also upholstered panels for the doors, also the pedal assembly. Basically really everything that you need to finish the interior comes with the car. It's also very much something that can be modified. What we give is designed to all fit as a package. It's black, but it's easy to take the interior, design a bench seat around what's there, change the door panels. It's a very simple flat area. Change the door handles. Just change things to make the car and the interior exactly what you want. So what we've done that really is unique to this car is make it so that when you want a style of a coupe, you bolt an entire top onto the car, including the windshield, the pillars, everything, with the shape of a classic 33 coupe. If you are looking to go to a Roadster, you can actually unbolt the top with the windshield, everything comes off, and in its place bolts a steel-framed, complete windscreen, and then across the back, there's an upholstered piece that covers where the top is. The front windshield has the exact same footprint as the hardtop, so that once the car is completely converted over, the areas where the old top was are covered and there's no scratched area. It goes seamlessly from being a coupe to a Roadster.